What's up, guys? It's Mr. CS here, and I just got done watching episode 130 of Hunter x Hunter. I'm upset a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit upset. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a fight between Pitou and Gon, but it was just another build-up episode. That's one reason why I'm upset. Second reason is it seems like next episode the fight's gonna happen, but with what happened this episode, it's not gonna be how people who just watched the anime pictured it. That's fine, but I'm just a little disappointed, that's all. Pretty much, we start off, Poof hides the game board from the king, does that successfully, and just to throw us out there, Poof pretty much masterminds this whole episode. He pretty much is pulling all the strings right now. And that being said, he's still broken up into his tiny clones, but he still has control over everything. I'm pretty much going to tell you everything that happened in the episode and then my take on it and what I think is going to happen. So after Poof hides the game board, Palm's ability, while she's always covering her right eye, is explained. Pretty much the last three people she sees with her right eye, she can see if she closes her eye and covers it up, but she sees it from an aerial perspective. And it's just of those three people. And if her right eye happens to see somebody else, then the latest of the three people that were seen gets erased. And it's like a circle. It just keeps going like that. I thought that was pretty cool. After that, pretty much Gon and Pitou go to where Kite is, and on the way, Pitou gets a phone call. I have no idea what she's doing with a fucking cell phone. She's a fucking ant, for Christ's sakes. But I'm sorry, I'm a little upset. But so she, even though she just answers it and it's still in her pocket, her ears are so sharp that she can still understand what's being said. So pretty much what happens is Welfen, he calls Pitou at Poof's request and says, "It's Welfen, we have Komugi, and here, listen to her voice." And what pretty much happens is that at that point, Poof pretty much uses his cells and transforms into a mini version of Komugi, copies her voice, talks to Pitou, and with that being said, Pitou's pretty much is under the assumption that Komugi is with them now, and Komugi's safe, so the king's not going to be upset. But that's not the case. Komugi's still with Killua, and everything like that. So Poof pretty much understands, like, whenever she can, she's gonna attack Gon, and she's gonna pretty much just go all out, because she has nothing holding her back now. There's no scapegoat, there's no anything like that. So they get to where Kite is, and she pretty much takes her power off of Kite. But before she does, she tells Gon. She first asks for his name. Gon gives her his name. And he's like, "Since you listened to my request and let me take care of Komugi, I'm gonna pretty much tell you something." And she's like, "Kite's dead. Kite died in our fight. I'm sorry to tell you this, but there's no way of bringing him back." And this completely breaks Gon's mental state. Completely breaks it. There's no anger. All the anger that was there turns into self-blame. And he pretty much starts blaming himself for Kite's death, which, in a realistic standpoint, it kind of was his and Killua's fault that Kite died. If they weren't there, Kite didn't have to look after them, and in turn, pretty much leave himself at a disadvantage. But Gon just completely breaks down, and pretty much after that, it's just pretty much about 10 minutes of that. And Gon's going through these mixed emotions of anger and sadness and regret, and it's kind of hard to go through, because I mean, a lot of people have been there before, but After that, pretty much what happens is that Pito brings out the Dr. Blythe, and Gon's like, oh, you were just kidding. Kite's gonna be alright, you're gonna fix him. And she starts working on her broken arm that she broke to convince Gon that, like, give me time to heal Komugi before we go. And Gon still doesn't put it together that she's getting ready for a fight, and he's just like, please help Kite. And it's just, he's in such a broken mental state that it's kind of hard to watch, especially after, what was it, like episode 116, where Gon went completely haywire with his emotions, and it was such a great episode. But now Gon's just, he's like a shell of himself, figuring out that Kite's dead and he's responsible for it. I mean, if you think about it, it is a good episode, but it's just not what a lot of people are probably expecting at all. But I have a feeling that the fight, when it does happen, I just don't have high hopes for it now, because how is Gon going to be in that mindset to fight and beat Pito? I mean, hell, he can't even beat Pito as it is, but with that mindset, it would have been one hell of a fight. And now that mindset is completely gone. I mean, there's no getting around it. Gon's not gone right now, and he hasn't been for a while. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I got with what happened. And I mean, I just really wasn't expecting this episode. I mean, I had a feeling, just like a lot of people did, that Kite was gone. I mean, hell, we saw his head in her lap, so we knew he was gone. He was gone. There's no bringing him back. But I don't know, just honestly, I thought Gon would have gotten even more angry, and he just would have straight up attacked Pito. That's what I was expecting. We didn't get that, but that's fine. We'll just see how this plays out. I don't watch the manga, read the manga, sorry, but so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm still gonna tune in, because this has to be one of my favorite anime of all time. I mean, it's definitely a top 5, but that's pretty much all I got for this review of Hunter x Hunter. Leave your comments about what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.